I actually really hate you for that. 15 missiles for nothing. For nothing! Do something on board the ship, such as send out the thing. Proceed. Reroute. The Ghost Bounty Sector. Yes. Let's see. Forgotten Tartarus sector. Hostile, true. Rebel threat, non-existent. The kind of information you find about the sector are scraps at best, a series of names that are important, but nothing more than that. Apparently this sector is home to actual undead ghosts. Oh no. Real ghosts. Actual ghosts don't exist. Surely. I think there's an E in that. One thing is for sure, once you go in, there's no coming out until the deeps... The deeps are done? Till the deeps... Till the deeps are done. I don't... Is that a saying? Maid's deeds? Till the deeds are done? The depths? Like, as in... Money debt? I don't know. We're going in. Ooh. We're really, literally in the middle. Fleet delayed by 15 jumps, that's nice. After what felt like years you arrived at a strange place, this sector can only be described as bizarre. Multiple blue stars surround you in a strange circular pattern. They seem to emit not heat nor radiation. Not only that, but your radio seems to be going crazy as it tries to keep up with hundreds of hells being sent towards your ship every second. Hells which consists of nothing more than screams and pleas for help. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it's just a salvage a little bit. Yeah, there's like $8 just floating around here. Bounty exits. Actually, should I be... Maybe I should be doing those bounties. We'll do one on like an empty jump when we find an empty jump. I'm just doing some mental math. Can't leave. That's disturbing. The first jump is someone you can't leave. No suffocation. The enemy is not only depressurized, but its own crew will not suffocate while aboard their own ship. They will still suffocate when aboard your ship. What if I send in the Mender drone? I can't send him in. See, after finally getting your bearings straight, you double check the bounties to see who's your closest target, and doing so, you notice something strange. Your last bounty had only a bare-bones description of the target, consisting of their name and ship class. However, it now seems you've been granted a full-blown database full of information of 6 of your 7 targets. Last one seemingly being locked for now. The first target is Slimer of Slug Royalty, known all throughout space as the biggest lun there ever was. Something the being was quite proud of, but also the very thing that led to its demise. A batch of poisonous hallucinogenic melons sent them into a deep coma from which they never recovered. While they likely could have been saved, it was speculated that no one chose to help them on account of them being very rude and generally selfish, and threatening people with the death penalty were they to step out of line. As you finish reading the bounty, something occurs to you. If your target is already dead, why is there still a bounty? They're ghosts. Clearly ghosts. Before you can ponder anymore, a massive ship has appeared. A ship made of slug gel. Okay. Slimer ectoplasm gel breaches on this enemy will automatically be repaired, even in the absence of crew. Also 9% combat resistance and full hazard resistance to crew into your rooms. Borders movement speed will be halved while in this ship. Energy shield bypass, invasion tactics, haunting threat will pose a major threat to a prepared vessel. You can't escape. Hey, how's it going? Decided to turn your radio on, hoping the voices had ceased, and surprisingly they seem to. However, it isn't long before you realize the true extent of what you're looking at. As the feed comes to life, you see the captain of the other ship is a ghost. Not like this ghost, or even this ghost, or even the same ghost but with a different name, but rather an actual ghost. And with that, the true purpose of the bounty makes itself clear. You must kill a ghost. Slug doesn't seem to register your question as it begins to jump up and down silently. Food! I haven't food for centuries. The radio fails to parse the full translation, but yeah, he's hungry. His tummy, it's rumbly. They've also boarded me, and I'm immediately laying into them. I wonder how many wobbles the slug. Good old wobbles. Mr. Bug is over there. El Nub Nub, Huts, Woona. It's just all lockdown bombs. Hundreds of thousands of lockdown bombs. And they only have level 1 teleporter. That's a really big mistake on your part, Mr. Ghost. Oh, they did actually send, this managed to hit nothing that I cared about. Oh, you also only sent, no, you sent 3 of them. You actually do have a ghost on here, but I think we're gonna tank the ghost. And your stuff will be very much so broken. Not offline, unfortunately, thanks to reasons. Did take down my shields. Rude. Again, that doesn't really matter. You know what? I could. Am my crew killing this ghost? There's a small chance we crew kill the ghost. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, all your stuff is offline forever. And I will now just really turn off this as well. Those guys are all dead forever. I kind of want to crew kill the ghost. He has 31 health. He has the big health. On the other hand, I have the bullets. And the bullets curse the ghosts. Sorry, ghosts. Guess you shouldn't have been this spooky. Just destroy him. Hooray! The ship, slime ship has been defeated and the soul was put to rest. $44. And slime class. I got distracted. There was like 10 birds outside my window suddenly. Very weird. Didn't expect that many birds. We got a ghost ship out of it. You've ended the hunger. I'm not hungry anymore. Oh, glorious being for the beyond. Please let me serve aboard your ship. And the Slimer bomb. My man's on the ship. Thankfully, he's a ghost. He can eat. What? Oh, he's slow. He is slow. Is he? He's not breaching me, is he? I think that's this ship being breached. Ghost periodically eats a bit of other nearby crew if they're in the room, healing himself in the process. 200 health, can't heal through normal means. Moves extremely slowly. Well, you gotta be, do not eat him. I don't have a way to heal my crew. Actually, never mind. This guy heals people. I need to get this guy in a room with this guy. With someone else tanking. No, you're gonna be up here and you're gonna just fix that for me. That's the goal. I am still concerned. Concerned about how things will go. But we continue off. Is it going to be all 6 in a row? It looks like it's going to be all 6 in a row. Rate yourself as you make the jump to the next value by reading the entry in the database. The second target faces a shell whose DNA was mismatched and broken at irreparable levels while being made a fate which would mean death in any other society. However, the shell scientists that oversaw the cloning process saw it as a challenge, and so they infused a poor shell with massive amounts of ionic energy, a process that caused it more pain than words can describe. While her physical body may have been spared, her mind was broken beyond repair. Sheer pain of being infused with so much ionic energy. In the end, she decided to use all that power against her creators, killing all the nearby scientists. Unfortunately, her rampage didn't last long. That should be fortunately. It should be fortunately her rampage didn't last long, as she was soon gunned down by the, Secret Service. Now her ghost can't move on. Not until she can find a way to forget her pain. By being killed again. This is good. I hope you're not immune to ion damage. My main concern here is someone immune to ion damage, but this does still do random system damage. You notice your target, conveniently, is here. So ionized nebula gas. This ship is flooded to the brim with ionized nebula gas, rendering it immune to ion damage, but also... We'll get through it. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Your own crew will not suffocate. Ghost crew with his ship gains 20 extra health, but can't phase through doors. Still the big angry. As always, the big angry. Alright. I need you to go do me the service of murder. Mostly murder. I need you to ionize this room. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I need you to ionize this room. Also, you guys, you're just staying there and doing not much of anything for my current cause. Can't say I'm a fan of that. Oh, yes. It might not do ion damage, but this gun, thankfully, does system damage as well. So it's not completely useless. Also, wow, we tore through her entire crew. In record time. Didn't expect that. And now all your stuff's offline. Crew kill. We're going for the crew kill. Have we inadvertently found a good loadout after all this time? Oh yeah, Ferris is dying. This should help. Ghost, why are you not bleeding to death? Doesn't matter. You've bled to death now. Let's see. You're pleased with your progress. You wonder if there are other victims of the shell government. $47. Also, on class cruiser slot A. You saved a friend. Help save others. She speaks in chirpy jolts of static. Hooray. We also got a weird beam. Kind of running out of room in the old inventory here. Needs no power, 15 seconds. Replicates bombs kind of often. Explosive deals minor system damage, prevents repair, and makes crew move really slow. Only flitting that the flagship gun for fives would be an ion beam created by sheer amount of pain. 3 power, 16 seconds. It just is it's a big ion beam. Arguably pretty good. I would say it's pretty good. Main concern is I already have things I kind of like better. This isn't gonna break anything, is it? I hope it's not gonna break anything. I'm gonna teleport over here. Perhaps the perfect ship to have, so we can teleport around, so I can offload my junk. Yeah, I'm gonna offload that. This is really nice, actually. I might want to keep it. I don't know. I kind of want a second neutron or a third neutron cannon. I think that's probably better. Because neutron cannon is my best friend in the whole wide world. So we're going to come over here, and it's going to be harder for the crew kills. Sorry, goodbye to that. It also gets rid of my crutch because, you know, worst case scenario, I could have just cheesed with it. But it had to be done. Alright, and then there was a phone call. Anyway, just a moment. I'm trying to remember what. It's been a whole 3 milliseconds. I think this is maybe good and bad at the same time, but it is, you know, a pre-igniter. I don't think I've ever bought this. Makes all my guns really slow. But I do have some sort of, you know, thing I could fix it with. I got George Forge here I can come back to, and he might have me some useful things. For the time being, you stop ionizing this room. You gotta be to this, right? You gotta stay right there. Yep, right there. That is some amount of ion. I don't know actually how much ion because I can't see it. But I can assure you it's some amount of ion. It's a lot of ion. Okay, there it goes. Back to what we were doing. Need more fuel. Still yourself before you engage your next target by reading the file in the database. In life, there was a famed bishop of the Mantis High, renowned by their kind and one of the best hunters in the multiverse. However, there's something that sticks out to you about the target, and rather lack of some kind of dramatic event that would cause them to stick around after death. Strange for sure, but you're in too deep to turn back now. The enemy is here with no shields. Gives enemy crew different buffs depending on how much of their O2 is powered. 1 gets no suffocation. 2 goes through doors. 3 gets localized teleport, and 4 gives cross-ship teleports. Interesting. You also don't have any shields. That's what the glaives, or the, you know, big guns are for. You locate the bishop, noting how incredibly vast the space between each beacon is. You explore it for weeks and still not find your target. You attempt to hell the opposing vessel, Renegade. I was hoping not to see you on an important mission given by Queen. She paused for a second as if lost thought. The Queen, of course. Yes, important mission by the Queen. Okay. Here's what we do. Mind control. And then disable. And then really disable. Actually, no. You have cloak. You have cloak. I cannot. I might be able to do this. Perfect. And then this. You go murder. Let the chaos happen. Let the chaos fuel you. Everyone dies. No one survives the neutron cannon. This is a very nice run. It was a little rough at the start, and I made, you know, about 75 different mistakes. But right now, the neutron's coming in, and it's doing damage. It's doing some beautiful damage. Everyone has... That did not kill you. This infliction chance isn't 100%. No, it is. Alright, just... Okay, you died on your own accord. Okay, it seems the song's legends aren't wrong after all. Bishops truly are a formidable foe, or at least they were. 3 spirits down and 4 more to go. An emergency manual and $48. You aren't going to be caught by a surprise this time. Make sure you are mentally ready for the next surprise operation. It takes longer than usual, but like clockwork, the bishop reappears in front of you. Expression of relief and joy, thank you. I hear about formidable renegade can be, and it warmed my long, frigid heart to know I wasn't misled. Sure, you have many questions, and while I would love to answer them, I'm bound by a foul necromantic spell to not answer any questions. Okay. What's your name, bio class man? Name is Elinor, before Queen, I was a loyal servant of the Queen. As the greatest queen that ever graced our empire, in my time, I must have raised 1,000 mantis, most of which eventually advanced through the ranks to become suzerain. Or suzerain, whatever. A lot of pride for the mantis, face vanishes, and a wave of sorrow washes over you as she finally speaks. I died as I lived, protecting eggs. This was a fault in the incubation system, the fire in the chamber, and well, mantis claws are not meant to hold extinguishers. There's not enough time to save them all, and myself. I'm sure you can deduce what happened next. My condolences. Thank you for the 1-tap, though. Don't worry, Renegade, we must all die someday, she says eerily, and with a strange amount of literacy. I, at the very least, happy my death wasn't for naught. I wish to accompany you, and I'm gonna leave that there, but we got the 1-tap. Very slow-charging piece of Tartarus tech, which will kill any crew hit by it. It can, however, miss and only pierces 2 shields. It does 990 damage. And it sells for $75. Periodically enters Berserk that damages all enemy crew, and the current system only triggers in the enemy. Okay, enemy ship. Okay. Okay. You get to go stand down here. We continue our trek. I don't know if we're just doing all 7 in a row. Or if this is a fake sector. It might be a fake sector. I don't know if we're going to do like 6 of these, and then it's just going to be a bunch of regular jumps afterwards. You ready yourself as you make the jump towards the next bounty, thinking over what Lady said about the necromantic spell. You come to the conclusion that these lost souls may not all be here by choice. I doubt any of them are. Yeah, you know me. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be, I figure I'm just going to spend all eternity in torturous pain. That sounds like a good time for me. Maybe for a leech. They kind of seem like they'd like that. Anyway, regardless, you have a mission to finish, and whatever is causing those poor souls to return as undead will surely make itself known eventually. Back to the matter at hand, the next target is another one of royalty, a paladin Rockman, one which died when his ship autopilot... I wanted to say it just auto-ejected him into space. No, his autopilot went haywire while he slept, sending him straight into a sun. Okay, that's equally unfortunate. Unfortunately, he only realized what was happening when the star was close enough that the heat was enough to wake up even the thickest Rockman. But by then, it was far too late. Very disturbing. We read the entry, of course, that sends in the lads. It's interesting that they're all boarding. Also has a temporal manipulator, and they made him slow. Haunting Vin. Well, Vin, very spooky. And you have lots of guns. You did have lots of guns. This is really just the best loadout. I mean, yeah, to be fair, right? This was like 400, 500 scrap, and then this is 150, 150, 150, 100. It wasn't exactly like I got this for free. This was an investment. I'm actually surprised. Dude, how much medbay do you have? Does this not do 5? It does 7 system damage. How in the world is your medbay still online? It had to resist. It had to resist it. They heal from fire. $15 HP a second. It's for hull damage. How in the world are you not dead? I'm gonna shoot you with every bullet. Also, I guess you should go fight to the death or something. He is really slow. Okay, now you're super dead, so. He's fixing it really fast. Actually, I might be able to get away with this. Yeah, I can probably get away with that. You bleed to death? You bled to death! Hooray! $45. Lava class cruiser, slot A. This time you don't even need to wait for the soul to appear, as being is already waiting for you inside your private room. Open your mouth to speak, but you just have to stay silent. Silence, Federation dog. I do not care about your mission or your cause. All I care about is kicking the everliving crap out of the necromancer that's keeping us trapped here for eternity. And I will stay with your crew until the deed is done, or you die and I commandeer your ship, whichever comes first. Once it's done, as done in good faith, I shall accompany you to do whatever you're doing, I guess. Alright. Burst missiles. My crew's kind of full. Well, I guess I'll get rid of you. I mean, most of these guys just kind of sit around and look intimidating. But still. You go stand in drones. Hey, you can go down here and help that guy, maybe. As you jump, or as you ready yourself while making the jump towards the next bounty, your mind swirls with possibilities of what the end of this journey would look like. Who is the necromancer? Some kind of witch? An eldritch god? Perhaps just some guy named Steve? Whatever it is, it could be just as much as a victim as anyone else. At least it'll be interesting. Regardless, focusing on the next bounty is a better use of your time. I don't know why you're worried. All I gotta do is read it, and they won't. They're very kind. Much like any horror monster, it waits until you're finished reading the note telling you to run before it murders you. Focusing on the next bounty is better use of your time than wondering about the inevitable. And so you start reading the next target, the 5th target, an MFK soldier. The real issue is all these text boxes back to back, and me, I cannot read. Universe was captured and then tortured to death by using a modified repair drone that pinched him over and over. Death by 1,000 pinches. More suited for torture than repairing. After his death, it seemed he developed some kind of Stockholm syndrome for pinch drones. Seeing as though they're the only real things worth taking or talking to or interacting with, and great to despise organics. And he's here! He's got a clone bay, an infinite clone bay? It's gonna be a little harder to crew kill this thing. And by a little harder, it might be impossible to crew kill this thing. We'll see. Have to get a little tricky here. Mainly, what do you do? Let's all drones in the same room, buffing their attack speed. 3x sabotage speed, you say? 3x sabotage speed, you say? The drones are offline. He is insane. Destroy this room. You've done it yourself. You fool. You absolute maroon. You've done this to yourself. You never even stood a chance. I say as he still fixes it. I'm surprised he's gonna fix that over anything. We'll keep him stunned. Oh, yeah, he does have guns, doesn't he? Should probably cloak that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Okay, he broke that at least. And he is... Just kill him. Before my drones die. This guy is still walking there. Dude has ghost drones. I say coughing a little bit. $22. And we got the man. Dude's got ghost drones. Stay on the second floor and we won't have a problem. Alright, Cleo. Tortured to death by his own allies. Such an event led him to becoming very bitter. Deals 2x damage in combat, starts at level 2, affected by human lab upgrades, all kinds of good stuff. Emma, I'm sorry, but you're getting ditched next. He is a very good pilot, right? Yes, he is a good pilot. Still being boarded. Okay, no longer being boarded. We're fine. Did anyone else notice that we're actually still in combat? Why are we still in combat? Hey Cleo, do you care that I'm about to blow your ship up? No? Okay, good. Little weird. $49. And we got another Cleo. That's probably an issue. Sorry, Cleo number 2. I don't particularly need a second one of you. I do have 2 ghostly boarding drones now. And that is a lot of money. That I'm gonna come here to the store and use. I actually can't quite do my big stuff. The store's still here, but I can't get my good shield, which is a shame. Big shame. Hottest weapon in the multiverse, a burst of missiles which don't deal hull or system, but always start fire and strips crew of fire immunity. It charges very quickly, that's nice. Also it charges up to 5. I don't think I need any of these. I'm gonna sell them for the sweet dollars. I'm gonna hold on to this proton pack on the off chance that does somehow do something. And then we will take this opportunity to upgrade our ship some. We do have all this money. Gotta do something with it. Alright, back to clearing. Being very methodical about it. No one even here. There's no one here. I mean, okay. And there's not enough time to do the proton pack. Is there anyone here? There's no one here. Did we just get lucky and somehow hit all the dudes at the same time? What happens if we run out of fuel? There's no one here. I've only done... Wait, how many have I done? I've only done 5 of 7, right? 5 of 7? Maybe I haven't done 5. Maybe that may... Oh. Oh. Let me actually look at this. I might need to... I need to finagle some stuff. Some finagling might need to happen. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Slipstream mods. Forgotten races 10.0 data. I assume this is its own sector. I'm hoping. Ship, ghosts. I mean, there's events for the ghosts, events, boons, guards, mantis, rock, siren, image, socialize, morality, light speed, drop point, names. None of these are immediately popping out to me. Unless it's events ghost. What is that? Yeah, I mean, it's Tartarus, so it's kind of close. Rooms. I see that's the augmented sector. I'm looking for a special sector. Boss one. It's a true last stand. So not that. Multiverse, a Sylvan Trades, Flesh Marker, what? Augmented sector is not what we want. There is an events Tartarus XML. Oh, it's because it's not an append. I get you. Because it's a new sector, it's not an append, and I don't have a thing that like, you can't see it. But I have an icon for all the appends to open with one doc or one software, and XMLs do not open with that software. So that's I was missing it. All right, bounties, bounty. Let's see. 1 is Slime Man. 2 is the Shell Lady. 3, Bishop Boy. 4. Rockman. 5, Cleo. 6, there is a 6. Oh, here's the issue. When you kill someone, it adds a value, which means I can't. So it adds 1, and when you jump to a next sector, or next jump, that's why you get something. Or the next one in the list. Since I defeated Jimmy John twice, that is our issue. Can I go there with more than 6? I might be able to cheese it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little bit cheating, tiny bit of cheating. We're gonna throw up the old console. I want to say it's load. No, I think it's events. I don't know the console commands off the top of my head. And we're gonna do FR Tartarus, TATRUS bounties 6, and that should get us Zulu. Zulu is here. I can't even, do the rest of the... That might be the whole thing. Yeah, it looks like it just starts with us. Okay, before you find even a single second, to reflect on your mission, a blinding yellow flash consumes all space around you before vanishing in a matter of seconds, and in its place stands a brightly lit landing ship, unlike anything you've ever seen. It's a holy class. The being begins to speak, their signal coming in clearer than any other ghost. So that you are that little meat puppet that's being a major thorn in our backside. The fact that you're still here equally impresses and disgusts me. Slimer, the idiot, was supposed to devour you. Ship is nothing to scoff at, and not only that, but you managed to somehow cut your way through all the other guys. I'm still bound by my duty to smite you down. Our Lord G has ordered me, her most humble servant, to finally end your little annoying visit. I mean, good luck. Good luck, dude. It is just Zulu, enemy crew Hill, and our clone really fast. And they're being pierced shields. On the other hand, I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. Sorry about that. And we'll go for the crew kill. So after this, we're not going to be able to go to where we need to go. Because when you get there, and I'll go ahead and read this now while we're just kind of waiting for these dum-dums to die. The space here is extremely quiet, almost completely still and empty. No light, no movement, nothing. Wherever this place is, it's the right place to read the final bounty if it is available. If you happen to have level 6, then you'll find it. If you have from level 0 to level 5, I might still be able to go there since there's not a max listed. We'll still try going there. But I think I'm just going to have to load the next one because it does say you need level 6 for something. He has died. Good. $51. Shortly after being vanquished, the enemy ship glows brightly and then reappears without scratch. Whole crew back where they were before. The ship, however, shuts off the weapon system and the leader is beamed aboard. Your crew is caught off guard and ready themselves to shoot at him. However, he signals that he means no harm. It's a pleasure to meet you face to face. I understand why you and your crew might be alarmed with what just happened. I would be too in your shoes. However, I just ask you allow me to explain myself. The Lanius fervor. I think that's how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Had seemingly vanished, and they speak so calmly and gently, almost as if they were someone else entirely. After a few minutes of consideration, you gesture your crew, like, did we just stand around and stare at him? Alright, what's going on? He contemplates for a moment, weighing the options. My name is Zulu, odd name for Alliance, I'm aware. Well, it's more of a nickname, really. It was given to me by, well, the mastermind behind the whole operation. Lanius frowns and looks to the side. The whole thing was telling my faults, and what started this was my own demise. Afraid that's not something I'm allowed to talk about. I'm bound to ghost magic, of course. So I know I can help you in other ways. You will very soon meet the person behind all this, the one who's torturing all those souls. I want to be there when it happens, so yeah, just hop aboard. Also, here's a pike gun. And we're gonna ditch... We're gonna ditch Decius? Yes, we ditch Decius.